Hi, I'm Praxis. You probably already know me, and if you don't, be nice or be quiet. We are here once again with hopefully something to drink. Let's get into it. So I noticed, despite the format we are in, with me being able to take my time to say whatever I want, I still insert a lot of filler words. I do use a lot of buts and a lot of you knows and a lot of ands. Just to buy for time. I think I want to make more of an effort to cut out the ones that don't really matter, right? The ones where I'm just saying because I need a second more to think about what I wanted to say and how I want to say it as I'm live scripting it in the view of the camera. So I'm gonna try doing that and see how that looks and feels, because I do value getting it to a shorter time frame essentially. If I can make these as concise as I can, that's gonna be better for your experience. I'm not gonna sit here and have an hour-long coffee drinking live stream VOD. It's gonna be edited, and I might as well cut out all the fillers and leave you with only the good parts. Good like me drinking coffee. So, I've been up to some stuff. The semester finally started, and I've been to campus once for an info session. It's been insightful. I know now what to expect for when I write my bachelor thesis and everything. So that's good. Then right now I'm trying to figure out how to make a certain module work for assessment, because apparently hardware and OS is not getting offered this year. Even though I signed up for it, it doesn't seem to be offered this year. Oh my god, I forgot my color. I'm so sorry you had to see that. Oh, actually, oh my god, I could use putting on the color. I could use the color sound as my snap. I'm gonna think about that. Don't you worry. Let me think about it. I've been listening to some music that isn't quite up to the kind of music I like to listen to, right? It's out of my field of music likes, but I've been listening to it on loop, and I will be playing it right now if it was under the same license as Patricia Texan's music. But I'm talking about Fentanyl. I've been told that Fentanyl is breakcore hyperpop. None of that means anything to me, so I'll go with it. I don't know. I don't know why it appeals to me, but it does appeal to me deeply. I also got a message back for the second message of the, to the people that I've fallen out of contact to. It's also been positive. The lesson I'm drawing out of that, the conclusion, is that if you're in the place for it, you should go make some emotional reparations. You should go reach out without blame to people where some sort of conflict happened. As long as you don't feel like you're gonna kill each other, I think that's good. I just made great experiences with it, apparently. On a different note, I've been meaning to game more this week, but I just couldn't find the time for it at all. It's kind of annoying that I have this desire to go play, and that it's too late. Then, it's bedtime. I don't know what to do about it, because I've been doing everything I need to do, and there's no time left. And I haven't even done everything I should be doing either. Well, I've been going for walks again this week. Heck yeah, let's go. I haven't been keeping up with daily meditation. I've done some daily meditation, but I haven't been able to keep up with it on a daily level, which is better than none, mind you, right? It's still good. I'm still good. Could be better. I've also been doing some research into how I'm gonna eventually upgrade this tower of mine that's out of view for you. And I'm not gonna go through the hassle of inserting an image either, because I'm lazy this week. This old hunk of junk here has been needing an upgrade for quite a while, and I've been stingy on it because I want best upgrade I can get, and the thought of buying tech that I may not keep for 10 years freaks me out, right? If I make an intermediate upgrade and then my plan works out and I get an income that's actually worth a damn, then I'm gonna buy more upgrades, right? And I'm gonna replace the components that haven't yet had a full rich life for those interested. I am looking to upgrade from my, what was it, AMD FX 8350 8-core processor, in which 4 of them are physical, so more like 4 cores with 8 threads, to a Ryzen 5 5500, which has 6 cores with 12 threads. It has a lower core frequency, smaller caches, for some reason still a huge, like 4 times the CPU mark thing, whatever that is. I'm not actually that smart with computers. I'm just very good at looking like I belong in a server room. That's making me think of the Fury server room meme thing. Yesterday was a bit of an eventful day for me. Like I said, I went to campus on that day for an info session that was a lot of new information to process. Then I dropped by a friend I hadn't seen for a couple of years. Met his boyfriend, who I didn't know, in, a new apartment, like new area, everything. So a lot of new stuff there as well, which I feel like I've handled pretty well. And then I got home on time for a technician appointment. And I'm just kind of amazed that I managed to pull all that off. That is one of the kind of days that I will dread things under time pressure. I managed it all, and I did even have an early night, and I had a great night of sleep afterwards. Don't tell me that that means that I have to do stuff like that all the time, because if that's the case, I'm gonna scream. You've already seen it? Flag. That's the new decoration I've put up that I hope may make this seem even nicer. There are no updates to give about any programming project, so no new Bevy stuff, no other things. But I have been making some progress in non-technical projects, like getting myself a meal plan, also learning to stand up for myself better. Those have seen some work in the last week. None of it quite yet there. A lot of it definitely progressing in a way I wanted to go. I also haven't really been able to keep up my reading, so no new insights from the game dev book either. I don't like stagnating in the things that I cared about just a week ago. That always feels a little bit like a death to me, but that's silly at this point, because I know from experience that it's not impossible to pick these things back up. It's just that I haven't had the time to really keep them up, because I've been doing so much of organizational work, so much of growing in other directions, that I haven't been able to keep up the focus. I've been slowly seeing more of Palworld, and I'm getting the desire to check it out properly. I'm still hesitant because I don't want to get invested in a game so early in its life cycle, right? It's still very underbaked. Even the nice things I've seen, it's still very underbaked. I've also set up my own Funkwhale instance. I've mainly kept Federation off because I don't want to, accidentally distribute proprietary music. But I've set it up, I've run into some issues, some of which are still being triaged. Other than that, I've been enjoying it, and I think it might actually replace Spotify for me once I've filled it with all the music I listen to. It's an ongoing process. It's not hard. It's just, I gotta think about what I want to include, and then, first I gotta figure out which artists I want to include, and then I gotta figure out what songs of them I want to include, because I don't have a terabyte of storage. I'm a little bit more selective in, picking and choosing, but then again, there are also plenty of artists where I'm like, let's pull the entire discography and put it all on there, and I'm gonna listen to it and figure out which ones I like. And I would love if I was able to do that for all the artists I'm into. I can space-wise. There's a hard limit on what I can afford for the server that I'm gonna be using. Oh well, looks like I'm empty. We'll see each other next week. Until then, stay cute, stay loved. Bye!